Hey there. It's me, Heather. Um, Bit of a follow up to one of my videos that I posted early this morning um, to YouTube here and shared it out on Twitter. Um, it was one that apparently most of was missing audio, which I didn't realize because with how late it was and the way I was feeling, I did not go back and do any kind of proofing or editing. So, anyway, a lot of the information in it has changed since then anyway. So I just wanted to circle back. Um, this is primarily focusing around questions of moderation and platforming in the stream live chats dealing with the Alan Swinney trials. And I was running into a situation where I didn't want necessarily to be platforming propaganda or um, problematic statements from people that have been known to have issues with different community members. Part of the problem that I was running into there was I'm trying to approach this from as neutral a position as I can because of my desire to have information be able to be free. I wanted to be able to have people ask questions that I could see and respond to in real time. Um, I didn't necessarily plan properly for how to address people from strongly differing ideologies both being in the same place at the same time. And I tried to take something of a hands off moderation. It failed horribly. Um, that was in the morning. I tried to do some more distinct moderation in the afternoon. I felt like the afternoon worked better, but there were still difficulties that I had, and a number of people in the community that weren't speaking in the live stream reached out and also said, yeah, this, they had huge problems with it, and I can completely understand. Um, the problem I had was trying to figure out where I could find a midpoint or balance between you know risking platforming people and suppressing them to the point where they couldn't even ask an innocent question to me. Last night in the video, I tried to explain this conundrum that I had, and I was hoping that maybe I could get some insight from people in the community. Um, I did end up, there was in some areas a very impassioned discussion earlier today, very much so. And I know that there are some people that still won't like what I'm doing simply because I have a system now where I can allow somebody to speak in any way at all. That being said, I think this way will help to mitigate the um, the volatility. Um, let me just go ahead and explain it here. Okay, so what I've gone ahead and done is I added a feature onto my website. And to let it load up the page here. Apparently I need to do some tweaks because I did not want the chat box to pop up here, but chat box in the bottom corner of the screen. Basically what I'm looking at doing now is if there are people in a live stream chat that are known to espouse problematic, hateful, violent rhetoric, things that I don't want to see in the chat, I can now block them from the chat. And I don't have to worry about them not being able to ask a question because somebody can just ask the question. Yeah, I just sent, how do you answer this? I don't need to see a name. I don't need to see anything. I have a window on another browser or my phone, whatever. I get the message. And now I can look. If it's something that is appropriate for me to respond to, I could respond to them directly over the website. I could respond to it in the stream or in the chat. And I think all those dings are because I haven't responded to it yet. But I'm going to use this for this combined with heavier moderation of the stream chat going forward. I know that Monday is probably the last day of the trial, but I do still plan to do streams of other events going forward, whether it's just me playing a game. One thing that I'd like to be able to do is have a time period where I'm just sitting here playing games, relaxing, but able to have people in the community come in, maybe ask questions about court cases that I'm following, or if they're trying to find court records that I might be able to help with. Just kind of general chatting and low key stuff. That is something that I'd like to be able to do. And if that happens, then I can use this, as part of that as a tool going forward. So yeah, that is where I'm gonna be. Okay, now and because I never responded, it closed out the chat and gave someone the option to send me an email. I've still seen the post over here. I can still read it and do whatever I could with it. But right now I don't have an email or any way to contact the person. So anyway, that's what I'm setting up. That's how I'm going to address things, at least on Monday, and see how it works. Now, I will say that I still have to let people into the chat initially because I need to be able to see a message before I can permanently mute somebody. So, yeah, I'm going to end up, there'll be some messages, and probably in the earlier part of the day. It may take me a minute or two to respond and block them out, but I can now, without running into personal conflicts, be able to moderate the chat as heavily as I want to prevent friction. Because the one reason why I was hesitant to moderate the chat is now no longer on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. It's no longer their issue. So, yeah. Hopefully this helps us going forward to get something a little bit better going. And yeah, we will see you all on Monday. for this weekend, I'm definitely planning on doing work with video clips. You know, trimming down some of the clips from the trial that I haven't gotten a chance to parse out from the live stream, and I'll maybe do some gaming to relax. It's been a very long week for me, and yeah, let's just I ask that people work with me if you see things that I'm doing wrong in your view, definitely reach out, say something. Even tweet through the site anonymously now, and we can try to go from there and see if especially if you have ideas on how I can improve. I would definitely like to be able to do that. So yeah, in the meantime, try to be safe. Take care. See you all later.